I'm in New Orleans for the very first time in my entire life. I'm super pumped. There's so much to do here, so much to eat here, so much on my New Orleans bucket list. I can't waste any more time on this intro. My first stop is the celebrated French Market, home to many of the unique culinary staples that make New Orleans a foodie's dream vacation. It's also home to Central Grocery, birthplace of the legendary Muffaletta sandwich. Hello, sir.
How you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, good.
Can I please order one Muffaletta? Muffaletta, am I pronouncing that correctly?
Muffaletta.
What's in it?
Salami, ham, Swiss cheese, provolone cheese, mortadella, which is another Italian cold cut, and a special olive salad in there.
You had me at ham, so let's do this.
Okay, good.
Thank you very much.
There's a hole in here.
Like alcohol you can take on the street, muffalettas are also highly encouraged to be taken on the street, right?
Yeah, it's a cold cut sandwich. You don't have to heat them, just good
Grab
to go
it and
all
go.
day.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I didn't pay. New Orleans' hottest trend is muffaletta purses. It's a sandwich that's cut like a pizza pie. I mean, it's round. You'd ever see sandwiches that are this big. It's got 6 slices, so I could share it with 5 friends if I wanted to, but I'm probably not gonna. Don't mind me. Excuse me. Just gonna. Oh, good. It's got ham, it's got salami, it's got mortadella, crunchy, nice bread on the outside that's still light and airy and fluffy and good. It's got a bunch of meats. They made it for me. I love it. I love New Orleans. Am I right? I'm outside Parkway Bakery and Tavern. People say this is the place to go for the best po' boys in town. Let's head on in and see why they say that. I mean, it's probably because they're like really good, I would imagine. Hey man.
How you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Good.
This place looks like it's been here for a nice little chunk of time.
This is the oldest po' boy shop in the great city of New Orleans. It was opened in 1911 by a German baker. He had it for a couple years and then sold it to the Timothy family. Back in '95, the guys were getting old. They had it from the 20s. They decided to pack it in. And my uncle bought the place. In 2003, he decided to open it back up. And I've been here since day one. There was a line out the door the first day open.
It was like a blast from the past for people to
It's
see
a
it back
comeback,
open.
and people like to see that.
Well, I'm damn excited to take a bite of history.
Awesome.
What do you think we're gonna have today?
We're gonna make a surf and turf. Forget the steak and lobster. It's slow-cooked Parkway roast beef and Louisiana Gulf shrimp. And another one is, we got an alligator sausage po' boy that's gonna knock the tongue out your mouth.
Oh my God.
It's going down.
Holy
I'm hyped right now.
I'm really pumped. And I'm
Get
gonna
your
put this
hat on. Come
Yeah.
get to work.
I'm coming! So we are in the kitchen. What are we gonna make first?
We're gonna do the surf and turf, but we gotta get these little baby shrimps ready. We use local Louisiana Gulf shrimp. Feel that. This is a corn flour. It's real light and airy. In a lot of places, they'll use a small shrimp and they'll do heavy batter. We do the
Right.
exact opposite. Sift them off. We're about to go in the hot tub. You ready?
Yes, I am ready.
You can see they're about ready. They're floating to the top.
Now what?
It's time for the beef.
Time for the beef, baby. It's time for the beef, baby. Okay, so this sandwich is a little naked. We gotta put its clothes on, we gotta dress it.
We got it dressed. You know what dressed is?
Mayonnaise, lettuce, tomato, pickles.
That's it.
This is the sandwich's outfit of the day.
All right, so we got it dressed, but now we're missing the star of the show. So right here, we got our slow cooked overnight tender roast beef. And it's chuck roast. You gotta cook it low and slow, and it just falls apart, melts in your mouth. So get some of them little shrimp.
Yep.
And the last thing is the gravy. And we lay a little bed of that roast beef in gravy. And the brown gravy's real creamy. It has mushrooms and vegetables in it.
What the?
And there it is. There's your Parkway Bakery surf and turf.
The portions are nuts. It's like out of this world.
You're gonna do the flip. Ready? Bam. And when you press it, you should get a little gravy coming out of it. And we're gonna cut this thing. You ready?
Like snuck up on it. He was like, ha ha!
Look at that. I mean, look.
Oh,
It's just a mess. A delicious mess.
This is one sandwich. As much as I want to get to eating this right now, we have one more sandwich to go, right?
One more.
One more, and then it's food time. Whoa! Next up, what's next? Alligator.
Okay, so it's the same thing. You remember what dressed is, right?
Yes.
And now it's time for the gator.
It's time for the alligator.
You ready for that?
It's time for the alligator.
What?
It's time for the alligator.
Say that.
It's time for the alligator. Look at those grill marks. They're perfect.
Perfect. So we lay this down.
Oh, that's okay.
And so this is an alligator sausage. So it's a fine balance of alligator meat, of course, but it's blended with pork and a lot of other spices. You need the pork to really put a sausage together. There's not a lot of fat to it. So to make a good sausage, you need pig.
Pigs are pretty fat.
So we're about to finish it out. So it's dressed, we got our gator, we made a little valley right here. So I'm gonna do my barbecue sauce, and I've made a Kansas City style, and we melted grape jelly in this sauce.
What?
For like a little candy, you know? Next thing, pepper jack cheese, boom, boom, boom.
The sound effects are important.
The cheese needs to be melted. I got a blowtorch. You ready for this?
I think so.
Look at that. So we gotta melt that cheese on it. There you go. Then we're gonna hit it with some more sauce. This is crazy. I can't believe I'm doing this.
This is nuts. Oh my gosh, and it's all pooling to the inside of the valley of the sausage.
Oh man, do the press test.
Okay.
Ah! Oh, that's
We
it.
did it.
All right, you cut it.
Okay.
Bam.
I did it.
All right, you grab that side, I'll grab the
grab
other. Look at that.
Holy.
Don't get no better than that.
Can I eat this now? Okay, well, we're gonna go sit down and we'll eat.
Let's do it.
So tell me a little bit about the history of po' boys.
The po' boy came around during hard times. 1929 was the height of the Great Depression.
Right.
Well, streetcar workers weren't getting paid, so they went on strike. Two former streetcar conductors that had made good in the industry before the Great Depression hit, they had opened a grocery store, and this was Benny and Clovis Martin. So when they got word that their boys weren't getting paid and they striked, they got the money to get food and clothing to feed their boys. It started on hard times, and look what it's come up today. We have alligator sausage, we have surf and turf. You know, it's a rite of passage. Po' boy shop brings all walks of life.
Yes.
8 to 80 crippled to crazy. I gave a guy a shrimp po' boy because he couldn't afford it. And then 2 hours later, the President of the United States come and orders for it. Same damn sandwich. That's what it is. It's culture you can eat. It brings people together. Let's get it.
All right.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
That's out of this world. It's like the best of both worlds in terms of like two different kinds of bread. Because you have the crispiness that's like you toasted it, but it's still so light and fluffy and airy on the inside. So this is my favorite bread I've ever had, I think. I wish my mouth like could unhinge so I could just
Unhinge that thing, girl.
Yeah. You call this roast beef, but this is like a beautiful chuck roast.
Well, Chuck, there's grains going all over the place.
Yeah.
So what you do to make it tender, you cook the hell out of it. And let it fall apart. And that's what it is. You know, it's just shards, like roast beef debris.
Debris has never sounded more appetizing to me in my entire life. There's no way that you can't not get gravy all up and down your face, which is a good problem to have. Jimmy, get your sandwich! I definitely have a little more room. What do you say we get the next sandwich out here? Because I'm gonna eat Louisiana.
Bam.
We're going in.
What do you think?
I'm thinking it's legitimately Louisiana in between two pieces of bread. The alligator, it's an interesting taste because alligator is like very light, very lean. It's almost like a chicken and a fish made out. But what you really get is that barbecue sauce. That's out of this world.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
My favorite thing about the sandwich is the sausage. I mean, you see that sausage, it's not too spicy, it's not overpowering, it's real moist and juicy, it's not dry.
Yeah. The casing is like, it's gonna give you that snap. So as much as I feel like you truly were able to give me the entire New Orleans culture and experience in one bite, there's still so much more I wanna go see and do.
Yeah.
So I gotta head out.
You gotta do it.
But you gotta go
I gotta
back to
get
work.
back to work so it works out.
There's a lot of people in that line.
Good to see you.
Not content on settling with just 2 of the world's best sandwiches, did you know that New Orleans lets you enjoy boozy drinks in the middle of the street? 5 stars on hospitality. In New Orleans with my friend James, we are eating meat and drinking beer and doing some strange things. And everyone's happier in New Orleans. In New Orleans, people who love their gumbo are fanatical about their favorite places to eat. La Yuza's by the Track is world famous for their gumbo, and I'm gonna go find out why. Probably because it's really awesome. I'm starting to think everything in New Orleans is really awesome. Thank you so much for having me. Tell me a little bit about La Yuza's.
It's a neighborhood spot for good food. It's a small restaurant, but we have a variety.
People are obsessed with the gumbo that you have here, right?
They're obsessed with all our food.
You're like, gumbo, yeah, but everything. Well, I'm excited to get in the kitchen and see what makes your gumbo so awesome. So what are we gonna make today?
Today we're gonna make andouille chicken gumbo.
Sweet. What do you say we get started and show me how to hook it up?
Okay, I'm gonna start off with a roux.
A roux is like a fat and a flour.
Vegetable oil.
Vegetable
And
oil. What's the benefit of starting like with a roux?
It helps thicken the gumbo, and you could darken your roux.
Oh, so the longer that you keep it on the
The
heat,
darker it gets.
what does that do to the taste of it?
It's like almost like an almond taste from the flour and the oil. You could almost smell it.
So you threw the onions in there. What kind of onions are they?
They are yellow onions, so it gives it a good flavor.
So it's been about 20 minutes. What's next? Where do we throw this?
Now we're gonna put the gumbo together. We're going to the large pot. We add in the roux.
And the broth that you got to a boil is?
Is chicken stock with bay leaves. Next step is all my seasoning. Now this is thyme,
Thyme,
oregano,
oregano,
basil,
basil,
parsley,
parsley,
garlic,
garlic.
chili powder,
Yep.
cayenne, black and white pepper, tomato sauce, crushed tomatoes. Stir this a little bit. You see how it's thickening up?
Yep. And if you didn't put that roux in there, it probably wouldn't be this thick,
It'd
right?
be like water.
New Orleans mirepoix. Bell pepper.
Onions and bell pepper. You see that we want it? Now we're gonna start adding the meat.
So the chicken goes in first because it's
It
not
takes a
cooked
little
yet.
longer to cook.
All right, so how long does the chicken hang out in here for?
We gotta let this go like 10 minutes and then we
Okay.
add the sauce. Years ago when the people clean out their freezers, all the meat and everything you had in the freezer went in the gumbo.
It's like spring cleaning for your fridge.
There you go.
We're currently heating up my legs. We're gonna throw them in there, really finish off the gumbo. Let's finish this up and get it on a plate because I'm hungry and I can't wait to give it a try. Going in.
There you go.
You're not even flinching because you know how damn good this is. That's incredible. It's the perfect consistency. It's like got that like really nice thickness. You can really taste the onion and you can really taste the bay leaves, and it's got all these awesome spices that, you know, before they really knocked you in the face, but now they've had the time to really soak in and become this one epic flavor that is this gumbo.
That's what I aim to do, you know, please the customer.
I love the rice too. It adds more texture and more thickness to this, which that means just there's more gumbo.
That's what it's all about, you know, making a mess.
If it was a smokier sausage, it might take away from like the perfect blend of spices that you have going on.
Andouille is more like a...
It's mellow.
It's got more of a ham flavor to it.
Yeah, it's a perfect meat to put in this. Thank you so much for showing me what makes gumbo so awesome, and specifically, La Yuza's by the Track gumbo so awesome.
Pleased to have y'all here, and I hope y'all come again.
Oh, I will. Oh. And finally, I'm at the place where all New Orleans fantasies fly a little too close to the sun. Bourbon Street. Before I leave New Orleans, I have to try crawfish because what was I doing here this whole time if I didn't eat it? Hello! I'm here with Corey. What makes crawfish so dope in New Orleans?
Crawfish in Louisiana are the biggest in all of North America.
It looks like a baby lobster. How do you make crawfish?
Garlic, onion, cayenne pepper, black pepper to give it a lot of spice, a lot of zing.
So how long do you put them in this pot for?
Put them in 15 minutes.
There's a lot of spices going on. When you boil them, they go in your nose. There's so many.
You take them out.
Yeah. Woo. Look at that. It's the most delicious body count I've ever seen. This looks so good. I'm so excited to eat it. see you there. Hi. Welcome to Crawfish Court. I'm gonna show you how to eat a crawfish. It looks like a baby lobster. Look how cute it is. Oh my God, so cute. You're a little. All right, you rip off the head and the body. You're gonna get the legs off there because you don't need them. If you peel off the top, right, you can push it up from the bottom. You just push, and then it pops right out. All those seasons and all those juices hangs out in here. So you're gonna suck and get all that goodness out and then pop this in because it's the best combo. See you on the other side. New Orleans, it's been real. You know, I had a lot of things that I wanted to accomplish on my New Orleans bucket list, and I gotta say, I did all of them. I had gumbo, I had po' boys, I had crawfish, I had so much food. New Orleans might just have the most delicious food per capita, per square foot, per square mileage I've ever seen and experienced in my entire life. Come at me, bro, show me what's next. New Orleans, I love you.